A minor interruption of the heat wave that comes this weekend. Let's take you outside right now. This is the Wells Fargo Skycam, of course, looking on off to the north across the Willamette River and our fair city. You can see Mount St. Helens here off in the distance right there behind the clouds. We are at 78 degrees, and you know, weather is a very subjective thing when it comes to what your favorite kind of weather may or may not be. For a lot of people, we're right in the sweet spot here with 78 degrees, low humidity, and a gentle breeze out of the north at 12 miles an hour. Around the region today, we hit 80 in Troutdale. It was 80 McMinnville and Aurora. Over in Hood River, 81 degrees. So super pleasant all across western Oregon until you get down to Medford where it was 92. And you know what? By summer standards in Medford, that's not that bad at all. Brookings was only 1 degree cooler. Second day in a row, Brookings has been in the 90s. And again, that's an indication of the offshore winds that have already established themselves on the southern Oregon coast, and those will be expanding our way beginning on Friday. 92 in Hermiston, 90 in the Dalles, so it looks like 92 will be the warmest temperature in Oregon this afternoon. And why not? Look at the clear sky that we have pretty much everywhere. Low clouds hitting parts of Clatsop County here, but they burned off. Still some low clouds hanging offshore from Astoria. And you can see, look at these streaks right here. That's an indication of the interesting wind pattern here as the wind is hitting Cape Arago there and pushing those low clouds offshore. And then no low clouds on the southern Oregon coast as a north wind there is actually an offshore wind because of the lay of the land. So any little veering from north to northeast and it really warms up over on the southern Oregon coast. We look at the big view here, and you don't see any clouds here in western Oregon or Washington, or really much of any of Oregon or Washington. California, though, is getting some showers down in southern California as the monsoon has kicked in just a bit. But this is CELIA, which is going to be a hurricane in about a day and a half. Right now, a tropical storm. The wind's rolling at about 50 miles an hour. This will stay well south of Cabo San Lucas, and then it'll fall apart as it moves into cooler ocean waters as it moves north and west. But it will send some big swells up towards Baja and probably eventually Southern California as well. Now, we've got low clouds in areas tomorrow morning. Then they burn off. And then the interesting thing is the wind direction still on Thursday out of the north or northwest. On Friday, though, begin to see these arrows kind of move around and switch. And by Friday night and Saturday, offshore winds developing. That's the hot weather pattern. Even the coast should get some offshore winds and push into the 80s on Saturday or Sunday. Now, we're also seeing in the upper levels of the atmosphere hot air build up from the south. The hottest day will be Sunday as that will be over us. And then the hot air begins to push on off to the east. That area of low pressure offshore begins to approach us. And the worst that will do is spark some thunderstorms over most likely the Oregon Cascades, central and eastern Oregon. But what it'll definitely do Monday night and Tuesday is bring that cooler ocean air back in and end our string of 90-degree days at 3. And then next week, as we head into July, still looks good. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but right now the 4th of July forecast is looking pretty great. That could change. It's still way out there, but right now it looks good. 78 degrees, freezing level at 12,900 feet. Tonight will be clear. Tomorrow morning, some clouds and then sunny again, a high of about 77, right about like today. Then 86 on Friday, 92 Saturday, 97 on Sunday. That'll be hotter than biscuits, Laurel. And then back to the low 90s on Monday before we get back to the 70s on Tuesday.
All right.